I am Dr. Ananta AMB, Professor of Civil Engineering Department, SUIT Bangalore. Today we will see some problems on Module 1, Simple Stresses and Strain. First problem we will see, it is find the total deformation in the bar shown in the figure. Also find the stresses in each portion. Stresses in this portion, this portion, this portion. Take Young's modulus E equal to 210 gigapascal. Now, what is the given data we will calculate? See, in this figure I am taking this as portion 1. Portion 1. This is portion 2. Portion 2. This as portion 3. Portion 3. For portion 1, this length is L1. Portion 2, this length is L2. For the portion 3, this length is L3. Portion 1 diameter is D1. Portion 2 diameter is D2. Portion 3 diameter is D3. Now solution. The given data is, the load is given, P is given, this is represented by P. P is given, it is 50 kilonewton. 50 kilonewton means 50 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. Young's modulus E is given 210 gigapascal. Giga means 210 into 10 to the power 9. Pascal means Newton per meter square. It is nothing but 210 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter into meter. If you convert this meter into meter to millimeter, you have to multiply by 1000. Therefore, 210 into 10 to the power 9 Newton, 1000 into 1000. It goes to numerator, means 210 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per millimeter square. E also we calculated, therefore this is the value of E in Newton per millimeter square. Now what other data are given? L1 is given. L1 is 200 mm, already we seen. L2 is also 200 mm for the portion 2. For portion 3, L3 also 200 mm. Now L1, L2, L3, these are given. Now we will calculate what is the area of the first portion. I am representing by A1. It is pi into, it is circular bar, pi d square by 4. It comes to be 314.15 millimeter square. Similarly, we calculate the area of the second portion A2, pi into 16 square by 4. It comes nearly 201.06 millimeter square. Similarly, we will calculate what is the area of the portion 3. It is pi into 12 square by 4. It is 113.09 millimeter square. Now our aim is to calculate stresses in different portions. Stresses in portion 1, stress in portion 2, portion 3, and change in length. First we will calculate stress in portion 1. Stress in portion 1, I am calling it as sigma 1. We have stress sigma equal to P by A. It is a general equation. Sigma 1 equals P by area 1 for the first portion. It is P is 50 into 10 to the power 3 divided by area 1 is already we calculated 314.15. It comes to be 159.15 Newton per millimeter square. Similarly, stress in portion 2. Stress in portion 2 we will calculate. Stress in portion 2. Stress in portion 2, I am calling it as sigma 2. It is P by A2. P is 50 into 10 to the power 3. A2 we calculated 201.06. It comes to be that stress in second portion 248.68 Newton per millimeter square. Similarly, stress in portion 3. Stress in portion 3, this portion, third, it is sigma 3 equals P by A3. Load is constant, 50 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. A3 we calculated 113.09. It comes to be 442.12 Newton per millimeter square. Now we calculated the stresses in portion 1, portion 2 and portion 3. Now we have to calculate total change in length. We have total change in length equals total change in length. It is nothing but represented by delta L, total delta L. It is nothing but change in length of portion 1 plus change in length of portion 2 plus change in length of portion 3. What is general equation? We have change in length. Delta L equal to PL by AE is the general equation we are taking. Now for first portion I have to add change in length. Delta L equals delta L of portion 1 plus delta L of portion 2 plus delta L of portion 3. Now delta L of portion 1 is P is constant, P into L1 into A1 into E is constant. Length and area may change, plus for second portion P into L2 into A2 into E, plus for third portion, because all are in tangent, P into L3 into A3 into E. See, now I am substituting all these values. P is 50 kilonewton, 50 into 10 to the power 3. L1 is already marked. L1, L2, L3 are constant, 200. Not constant, they are same. A1 is we calculated 314.15 into E is we converted into Newton per millimeter square, 210 into 10 to the power 3 plus P is constant, 10 to the power 3. A2 we calculated 201.06 into here L3 is the same, 200. E is 210 into 10 to the power 3 plus third one is P is 50, 10 to the power 3 into L3 is constant, L3 is 200, it is same, 200 divided by A3 is 113.09 into 210 into 10 to the power 3 E. If you calculate this, its total value comes nearly 0.809 mm. We calculated the delta L for the given problem and stresses in the different portions of the stepped bar. We will see one more problem. Now. A steel bar here in this problem, a steel bar 4 meter long is 32 mm in diameter for first 1 meter length, 28 mm diameter for second 2 meter length, and remaining length is 25 mm. Remaining length of diameter is 1 meter. 25 mm diameter is 1 meter. And the bar is in tension, it is in pull. The stress on the smallest section is given 110 Newton per millimeter square. The stress in the smallest portion is 110 This is the smallest portion. Find the total tension of the bar, total extension of the bar, delta L. Total extension means delta L. We require delta L. Now, see, P is not given. We have to calculate P using this stress value. Using this stress value, we have to calculate. In above problem, the stress in the smallest section is given 110 Newton per millimeter square. From this we can calculate load P, which is not given in the problem. Before that we will calculate all the values of areas of the portion. This I will call it as portion 1. Portion 1. This is portion 2. This is portion 3. Portion 3. This is L1, L2, L3. L1 is 1 meter means 1000 mm. L2 is 2 meter means 2000 mm. L3 is 1 meter means again it is 1000 mm. We calculated the converted into meter into millimeter. Now we will calculate areas of the cross section. First, area of portion 1, we will call it as A1 pi into 32 square divided by pi into 32 square divided by 4 equals, it comes nearly 804.24 millimeter square. Next, area of portion 2, cross sectional area of portion 2, I am calling it as A2 pi into 28 square by 4, that comes nearly 615.75 millimeter square. Similarly, area of portion 3, area of portion 3, it comes A3 equals pi into 25 square by 4, it is 490.87 millimeter square. We calculated areas of all the bars. Now, which is the smallest section, smallest area section? Smallest area equals 490.87 millimeter square for the portion 3. In the portion 3, the stress is 110 Newton per millimeter square, because if here in this smaller portion stress develops 110 Newton per millimeter square, in 28 diameter bar the stress is higher than 110. It can take higher than 110. Again, this also take higher than 110 Newton per millimeter square. But if the section is safe, means we have to consider the smallest value. If 110 Newton per millimeter square develops in the smallest portion, here it is, in this portion it will less than 110, here it is less than 110, then all these three sections are safe. Therefore, from this we will calculate, from portion 3 we have to calculate small. Hence, we have to calculate P from portion 3. Here we have one equation for stress. We have sigma equals stress equals P by A. Stress equals P by A. It is a general equation. The stress is given. Cross sectional area, no, we have to it is possible to calculate load P. From this P equal to A into sigma. Sigma is given in the problem 110 Newton per millimeter square. Therefore, area for the portion 3, it is calculated from portion 3, means A3. This is P by A3. A3 is 490.87 into 110. It comes to be 54,000 Newton or 54 kilonewton. I calculated the load from the portion third. Now we will calculate the change in length delta L. Change in length delta L. There are three portions. Change in length delta L equals P into L1 into A1 into E, because P and E are constant. L1 A1 varies, plus P into L2 into A2 into E, plus P into L3 into A3 into E. Now all the values we know, P value we know, we can substitute here. 54 into 10 to the power 3. L1 is 1000, 1 meter. L1 is 1 meter means 1000 mm, divided by A1 is we calculated, it is 804.24 into E is 210 gigapascal. It is given E equal to 210 gigapascal. In the previous problem we calculated is conversion. It is nothing but 210 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per millimeter square. Therefore it is 210 into 10 to the power 3 plus this P is 54 into 10 to the power 3 into length for the second portion is 2000 divided by A2 is 615.75 into E is 210 into 10 to the power 3 plus P is third portion 50 into 10 to the power 3 into L3 again it is 1 meter means 1000 mm divided by A3 is 490.87 into E is 210 into 10 to the power 3. From this, if you add the deformations of all three bars, you are getting the total deformation. It comes to be total 1.67 mm. Therefore, the total deformation of the bar delta L equals 1.67 mm. We calculated the change in length. In this problem P is not given, P we calculated. By using that we calculated the total change in length. Now we will see one more problem in this here. It is the last problem here. See, it is given a member formed by connecting a steel bar to an aluminium bar as shown in the figure. Assuming that the bars are prevented from buckling sideways, calculate the magnitude of force P. Here also we have to calculate what is P, such that it will cause the total length of the bar to decrease 0.25 mm, means it is change in length. The value of elastic modulus for steel and aluminium are 2.1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per millimeter square and 1 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per millimeter respectively. Here the sketch is given. See, this is the steel bar. The cross section is, it is square bar 5 cm by 5 cm. This is aluminium bar 10 cm by 10 cm. This depth is 30 cm. Depth is 38 cm. 30 cm means 300 mm. 38 cm means 380 mm. It is cross sectional area 5 means 50 mm by 50 mm. 5 centimeter means 50 by 50. Now area of the steel bar we will calculate. First, what is the area solution? Area of steel bar, equals 5 centimeter means 50 mm. 50 into 50, that seems to be 2500 millimeter square. 2500 millimeter square. Therefore, area of the aluminium bar, equals 100 by 100 because it is 10 centimeter 10 centimeter 100 mm equal to 10,000 millimeter square. Change in length directly it is given. Change in length delta L is given 0.25 mm. Change in length it is given 0.25 mm. Young's modulus for steel given, that is ES, it is 2.1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per millimeter square. Young's modulus for aluminium EAL is given 1 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per millimeter square. What is required? We have to calculate. Required P equal to how much? Required P equal to how much? We can calculate this P from the fundamental equation. Delta L is given. The equation is, we have delta L equals PL by AE. All this delta L we know, areas we know, length we know. We can calculate the value of P. Now we have delta L equals P into LS by AS into ES. All the values are given. For steel, length of the steel is given LS. Area of the steel AS we calculated. It is nothing but AS. This area is AA aluminium, AL. AS is given. LS, AS, ES is given. ES is here. Therefore, only unknown is P. Plus, if you add this for aluminium bar, again P into L aluminium divided by A aluminium into E aluminium. All values are given. Only unknown P is, delta is also given. Now I am substituting. Delta L value is given. It is delta L equals, it is given in the problem 0.25 mm. 0.25 mm. And now I am substituting 0.25 equals P into LS, steel, length of steel bar is 300 mm divided by area of the steel is, we calculated here, it is 2500 millimeter square. ES is given 2.1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per millimeter square, plus P is, we have to calculate. L aluminium is given 3, it is L aluminium 380 mm. L aluminium. Now A aluminium is, we calculated, it is A aluminium 10,000. E aluminium is given in the problem 1 into 10 to the power 4. Only one unknown is P here. Only one unknown is P here. We can calculate. Therefore, we can take P common term outside. From this we can calculate load P equals 225.23 kilonewton. Now we calculated the how much load we can apply for this compound bar steel and aluminium is P equal to 225.23 kilonewton.